Okay, we're live now. Why, hello everybody. DarkPhoenix Gaming here, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2 with Svipjod, which I may be totally butchering the pronunciation again, as I've mentioned a few times in the past. Last time we left off, Jylland down here, in other words Denmark, just managed to storm up and conquer or inherit most of Norway as well. In addition, our ruler, King Sigurdr here, became incapable. Rather unfortunate because he's kind of a badass and I liked having him around. But he's totally incapable now. We're also 1 over our domain size limit and 4 over our vassal limit. And to top it all off, we can't change laws during a fucking regency, so I'm not going to be able to do anything about that. We just have to basically sit there and like it. And deal with the clusterfuck that is our inheritance once Ragnar eventually takes over. Which shouldn't be too long. Our ruler is 62. I don't suppose there are any societies we can join. Are there? Well, I could join a society even though we are incapable, but I'm not going to do that, because that would seem like a fairly stupid thing to do. But I'm going to start to check out the Wolf Warriors, Warrior Lodge, when Ragnar eventually takes over, because that sounds rather interesting. But I think we need to get back on the expansion train at some point. But for now, I'll just sort of wait and work on making some more money. Just so that we have enough to actually do something. And I'm seriously considering going to war with these guys because they are assholes. And I want them to not exist. They're also even more with their limit than I am, but him alone could call 3,800 men. And if you include his vassals in that, it can probably go quite a bit over that. So I'm not sure we're really in any position to be fighting him right now. So when we do eventually declare another war, it'll probably be against either Finnmarku or one of those random guys in Finland. Both of whom would make pretty good choices. But for now, I'm going to put us up on the fastest speed so things can actually be happening. As otherwise we'll be sitting here forever. We've inherited another title from one of our subjects who died without an heir. So I need to give that one away. Not giving it to anyone we're related to, though, otherwise that will give Ragnar problems when he eventually inherits. Although, if I wanted to create some drama, we could always give it to our bastard. That would be great. But no. In this case, we're going to do what I always do when I need someone to give a title to. Go to the court of our vassals and see about giving that to someone in there. This guy'll do. And no, we're not giving you my fucking capital. You can have Lapland. Or I could, but the entire council, by me, is voting no. Meaning we can't give away that title. I fucking hate councils and regencies. I would like to abolish all council power forever, but I don't think that's really an option. Oh well, we'll just keep the title for now and deal with the opinion debuff. Hello, Grammar Cracker. How you doing? I am just sitting here in a regency with an incapable ruler, waiting for him to die and seeing what kind of mess unfolds as a result of that. Among other things. And my council is refusing to let me give away titles, when I inherited one from a vassal who died without an heir. Oh yes, it's very nice. Definitely. I hate regencies in CK2. I really do. Largely because, for the most part, they tend to screw me over. In every possible way. But, event reading time. As you sit powerless on your throne, your regent, Ragnar Lothbrok, has made a regular habit of mocking you in front of the rest of the court. He hangs his coat on your head, he writes crude sentiments on your forehead with charcoal, and one time he even cracked open a walnut using your teeth. The indignity. Because, yeah, we made our son our regent, but he doesn't like us, because we had this event a long while back, basically where I could make my son become ambitious, but it would make him our rival, and I went for that. So he really doesn't like us. Minus 39 opinion. But you'd think he would manage to be a bit more polite to his dad, who is basically laid up in bed drooling all the time. But apparently not. So, I'm never really too fond of this sort of thing in events where you get two different choices that do the exact same thing. Suffer a series of involuntary spasms, get ashamed, minus 0.05 prestige, minus 3 intrigue, or bob head in reckless, unpredictable manner. And they do exactly the same thing. I guess we'll suffer some spasms. The way my regent has been treating has not gone unnoticed. Gaudy Holmger of Uppsala approaches me one evening to express his disgust at the vile indignities we've been made to suffer. Eyes tearful with anger, he promises to take action against your regent if only you would give your approval. Let's see. The thing is, my regent is eventually going to be my heir, and is going to take over as my ruler, so take action against him. This is a very pagan Viking might makes right kind of society, so for all I know, take action could mean challenge him to a duel to the death, which is not the sort of thing I want to happen. So, in this case, I think we're going to have to not do that. We will sag our head and lapse into a deep slumber. His opinion will slightly be reduced. I just would rather my son not get killed by the annoyed vassal before he can inherit, because he's actually quite good. And we want him to inherit, even if he's being a bit of a dick right now. Let's see. Our spy master used a favor on our steward to force them to join factions. Oh, great. Housecarl training ground has been built. Time being, we'll just work on building up some cash. One child lacks a focus. One of our sons, because we managed to have rather a lot of them. Because our king, back when he was alive, had a wife and 3 concubines, as well as a mistress. He also had an ex-wife who he had killed so he could marry one of our concubines. Yeah, he's had an interesting love life. And the wife right here who died is actually some lady he met in the middle of the woods and decided to sleep with, which is how he met his current lover, who isn't a concubine because we were full up on concubine slots by then. I'll give you etiquette, I guess. Let's see. Let me actually check this so we know for certain. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 children, including 1 bastard. Rather interesting, for sure. Speaking of, let's check out our vassals. Who's got the most power of all of them? That will be my steward. He's the most powerful vassal. No, that won't work. You're betrothed. No. Great. It's not working. We need to marry some. Okay. Who can be married to our daughter? I'll just pick some random idiot, I guess, because we don't actually have anyone we're that interested in allying with right now. Because we're more focused on the immediate region and conquering everyone within it. Let's see. I'm Chief of Munster over in Ireland. I guess you can get married. Why not? The daughter can just go away and marry some Irish chief. And done. We've been at peace for too long. That's very unfortunate. Let's see. If I said I wanted to declare war on the High Chief of Finnmarku, the council is against it, because 3 people are returning favors to the malcontent twat. What about you? Again, no. Hold on a second. I have to take care of some real life stuff. Sorry about that, everyone. One of the many drawbacks of the fact that I live at home with my dad. He occasionally needs my help with stuff. Or wants me to participate in things. In this case, it was the fact that he wanted me to put the groceries away. So yeah, that's a thing. Here's to hoping I don't get interrupted anytime soon. That's a dead court chaplain. And all the options are fucking useless. Is there anyone around who would fit the bill for a court chaplain? Let's find out, shall we? Should probably have someone of my religion if they're going to be doing the whole preaching thing. Okay, let's see. Who can get for this? And don't worry about it, Cracker. I do that myself too, so no big deal. Mr. Steward Man here. Have some money, and then join my court so I can make you my seer, as everyone I can get for that position right now is totally worthless at it. There's a training ground, so that will be more men that we can call to arms when succession happens, because you just know there's going to be a ward of succession or something, considering that Ragnar has 4 brothers, even though only 2 of them are of age, and only 3 of them are legitimate. Still, just know there's going to be some kind of issue with that. One of our acquaintances was slain in personal combat by our son. Huh. Does he just decide he doesn't think anyone... Did our son just decide anyone we like can't live? Or something? Because he seems to have decided to murder them all or something. At least that's how it appears at first glance. And if you want to raise some zealots for me so I can go to war over here, that would be great. What the... Oh, seriously. What is it with the council not wanting me to go to war? It's because my son is a douche. I should have anticipated that. He does not want me to fight these wars. He wants to save them for himself. I don't suppose... He wants a lot of money for a favor. That ain't happening. God damn it. Screw you, son. Screw you. You are a terrible person. And I hope bad things happen to you, as long as it's not permanent bad things. But our spy master's doing his job well, and we'll be getting some technology from Constantinople as well as more prosperity. A little bit more military advancement. The bulk of our forces are light infantry. That's nearly 3,000 light infantry. We have only a tiny number of heavy and a very small number of archers as well, so if I'm going to advance our technology, it would make sense to advance the thing that we're making the most use of, which is light infantry, before anything else. Unfortunately, we're short of what we need for castle infrastructure to go up. Noble customs, feudal vassal opinion. That's just opinions for these. Unfortunately, none of those techs are going to deal with any of our vassal problems. But I will also raise our heavy infantry technology, just because we can. I want castle infrastructure or construction next for our economic advance. We have no feudal vassals, so that's less than worthless. Different culture and religion, though. Let's get that, just because. And more prestige and piety gain? Yes, please. Or the rest, we'll just hold off. Okay. Keep on making that moolah. And we have 5 duchy titles we can create, but there's no point in doing that because they're just going to be split up amongst all our sons once the succession happens, so no point. I didn't even know we had an independence faction. Apparently we do. We can't lock them up for being a member of a faction, unfortunately. Well, we could, but it would piss off the council. Fucking council and our fucking son screwing with us. We don't have any prisoners. And I don't want to spend the money on a great block because we're trying to save up money so that our son can create some titles and things like that. People getting titles and some more building is done. Can we construct anything else in the capital? I could start with an Earth Hill fort if I wanted to move us towards being able to become feudal. And I'm considering it. I'm also considering boosting the size of our heavy infantry forces with the Housecarl training ground. Let's see, that's 353 days, so... And it costs 100 prestige. I think we'll do that first. Then we'll do the Earth Hill Fort after that and spend a little bit of our gold on something. Provided our leader lives long enough to pull it off, that is. Because he could very well wind up dead. Okay, who are you? And what are you up to? Leader of a plot. Who is it you seek to kill? Known plot. She seeks to kill my son. Well, gotta be honest, I'm just gonna let her get on with that. If my son dies, it means less territory gets split up. I can't kill him myself because of the fact that he's my son. Which, have I mentioned how dumb it is that they removes the ability to plot to kill your children? Because, just to sort of tell a little story about my first ever game of Crusader Kings 2. If I hadn't been able to kill my children in that game, then it would have ended in the 1200s sometime, rather than at the actual end date of the game. Just because of the fact that my previous ruler's married sister inherited the title because she assassinated her brother, who was then Earl of Meath, I think, or something. And yes, I do too. That's the lovely thing about Crusader Kings 2. It just lends itself so well to saying absurd, horrible sounding things that can easily be taken out of context. Like, I've lost count of the number of times in this game I've said or heard someone say something along the lines of, "God damn it, why won't this baby die?" Or, "No one to marry my sister to? Well, I have an uncle, I guess he'll do." Or things like that. It's just great. Or, "This vassal is annoying, I think I'll sacrifice her to Satan." Even better. Now, what about these other things? I don't care about you. I don't care about you, so murder away. But yes, great indeed. For surezies. And we're dead now. Took long enough. So, King Ragnar is now dead. King Sigurdr feasts in Valhalla at age 64. He died comatose in bed. Known to be kind, few had a bad word to say about him. Godly man, Sigurdr is with Tyr now. I don't think that's a very good description, honestly. But we're dead, comatose in bed, even if you would probably honestly have preferred dying on the battlefield or something. King Ragnar, always clad in glistening and splendid armor, Ragnar wants everyone to see him as he charges into battle. Long live King Ragnar. Yes, so be it. And we have a new heir, our son Sigurdr, who we named after Daddy. One of our brothers went independent. The Independence faction disbanded. Time to pick a character focus. I'm really a fan of hunting, just because I think having a dog as a companion is kind of cool. So we're going with that. Of course the council is discontent, succession and all that jazz. Upland, I am going to put the crown focus at our capital once again. Well, we have to nominate a successor now. And I'm going to nominate our heir. There's still people nominating us as our own successor though, which is fucking bizarre. 2 more council positions are open. We need a new spy master and a seer. One of our one of our father's concubines is our spy master. Yes, really. Now, seer. It looks like the guy that we got before is gone from our court. Now, before I do anything else, I'm going to join the Wolf. Oh, we're already a member of the Wolf Warriors. That's nice. Let's see. We have these couple places where our siblings inherited territories. So, what I'm going to do now is this douchebag who took our rightful lands off us, we are going to challenge him to a duel. If we win, we get all his territories. If we lose, then we die. Let's do it. We have quite a good personal combat skill, so that should go well. I'll wait to appoint a seer until we can get that back. There's plenty of titles I can create. How are my vassals feeling? Only 2 people. Let's sort by opinions. Most of them are pretty positive. One of my half-brother, the chief of Herjadl, isn't overly impressed. But it's not by much. And the chief of Mildapad, our half-brother, is very upset with us. I wonder, I don't actually know if it's possible to lay claim via dueling to territories that vassals own. Unlikely. I'm not even going to try to win over that brother because he's a bastard. The others we can deal with. But I think it is now time. First of all, get rid of that ambition. The one you want is to become King of Sweden. And you're also going to get a haircut. You're 29. You need some better looks to you. I'm also going to take the opportunity to drop a save. Just in case something should potentially go wrong. Apparently my wife doesn't like me. It's not by much, but it's my wife. I should do something about that. I'm not gonna make wife the designated regent, but yeah, have some money. Yes, we are paying off our own spouse. But let's see, we're short commanders. I need a few good commanders. Let's get as many people appointed as we can. There we go. That's some nice commandering. In place. We'll put us up to 3 speed again. Challenge accepted. Response from Ormer of Nerike feels too much, and I have my advisors read through it a couple times. Finally, they nod in agreement. It seems he accepts your challenge. The duel will take place in a few nights. Yes, let us fight. A high-stakes duel. Ormer of Nerike swings his spear clumsily, and I keep sidestepping his attacks. Is it worth it? I shout, noticing his face glistening with sweat. The man growls in response. So be it, I declare, raising my spear. Meet your maker, brother. We win the duel, gain 50 prestige. I gain the trait Tribal Kinslayer, get some prestige for winning that, and we get all this stuff. He dies, and our duel experience increases. We usurp a couple of chiefdoms. Now, that's going to raise the maximum number of forces we can levy. I'm a tribal kinslayer. This character is known to have slain a member of their family. People around him both admire and fear him for it. -3 diplomacy, -5 opinion to everyone we're related to. Let's see, my half-brother. I don't suppose there's any way... No, we can't challenge him to a duel for his lands, unfortunately. Let's see. That didn't unlock anything with regards to having a better person as our court chaplain. I guess the old one just decided to flee or some such. Limit it to people who will join my court, I guess. 15. It's not as excellent as what we had before, but it's someone who'll accept without me needing to hand them money. Let's see. Chief of Vermaland decided to stick with us, but the chiefs of Kola and that place that I can't pronounce the bloody name of have apparently decided to secede. I'm only seeing Kola. But Kola... I think we'll be doing something about them soon enough. I may go after Finnmark first. I've not quite decided. This asshole doesn't want to become my vassal again. Let's check some of the people around me. I think I need to start a few wars and do some conquest. Yeah, he's pathetically weak. How's Karelia? They're also pathetically weak. So those two I'll declare war on simultaneously and... Conquest of Kainu, go now. Conquest of Vinia, go now. Those 89 up there are not needed. We'll just call the men together, then assemble to kick their asses. Now, Court Chaplain, hello. Chaplain man, get me some zealots, please. Thank you in advance. My half-brother, the douchebag, is now my heir. No, he isn't. Do not make me plot to kill him, game. I will. I will. I'll lead one of the flanks. There we go. Now get up there and start smashing their faces in. Who do you seek to kill? Let's check that out. That's a random idiot. Nobody I care about. So you can continue seeking to kill people, as long as it's those I don't care about, I think. That is perfectly fine by me. Perfectly fine by me. And there they come, the zealots. Don't know if I'll actually need them in this war, but I'll send them up anyways. Go off and do that. And we'll be squishing some armies. now, I think. My half-brother is challenging me to a duel. Okay, then. We'll fight him. And probably whoop his ass. Our chances of winning are very good. And apparently we killed him. Let's see. The mighty blow from our axe, we split his shield in half. Without a shield to hide behind, Magnus desperately swings his axe at our face. Though we quickly pull away, we can feel blood trickling down our face from a gash. Annoyed, we land one final blow on Magnus and cleave his head with our axe. Victory is mine! Well, it's a good thing we were already a tribal kinslayer, cause we became one for a second time. And I inherited his lands. My other half-brother is feeling a little bit miffed at me, though. Dislikes new obligation law. Is the main thing. He also dislikes that we are merciless and tribal kinslayer, but the main thing is short reign. We've not been reigning as ruler for very long, so he's just in general not very impressed with us. Because we haven't done anything to prove that we are worthy of ruling him, essentially, is the best way to put it. We haven't done anything to prove ourselves worthy of ruling. Oh, I see the place that we lost. It was this little island down here that we start the game with, and he decided to declare independence. I'll probably get it back eventually, but if I don't, it's not a huge deal. But now we have some non-Germanic pagans to murder. We've captured the heir to the high chiefdom of that place in battle. He will make for a fine sacrifice to Odin. Why not actually look into the fact? Why not actually make use of the warrior lodge we're a part of? And we sacrificed our opponent to the gods. And they are garrisoning that place they occupied with a whole 7 people. I'm sure that will hold. For sure, these 7 people will manage to hold out. Housecarl training ground is done, so that should give us a few more heavy infantry. I'll wait on the next thing I was planning on doing until after the wars are over. 53, we can also just assault that place, take it. I'm going to siege you down. And I'll push into their places. We will siege down, rather than actually assaulting for the ones that are the most well defended, just because I think it works out better that way, and we're not so likely to lose thousands of people and not get what we're after. I've encountered warrior Aslaug many times, and carrying out my duties to the wolf warriors. It's always a pleasant occasion. We can talk for hours if the time allows, because she never bores me. While our discussions are often lengthy, we always seem to agree on the matters which are most important. And we will indeed become close friends. Just friends, though. She's in her 50s. We are not going to sleep with her. So don't even ask. Hail, fledgling. Rumors are that great spoils are waiting behind the walls of Utrecht to be conquered by any daring rider with enough grit and ambition. I assume I need to say nothing more? How come what? Are you talking about me saying I wasn't going to sleep with her? That lady? Well, she's 52. I'm 30. She's old and wrinkly. And I'm sorry, Mr. Warrior Lodgeman. I have to decline your request. Utrecht is down in the area of the modern-day Holy Roman Empire. I'm not going to make my way down there for a long time yet, so this would just give me a mission that I would not be accomplishing for a very long time, so I have to decline. That siege is done. Move on to siege out the next place. That's a bunch of people imprisoned. Wait, you're at 99%. And not willing to accept peace. The war is indecisive. Indecisive, my foot! I have nearly 3,000 men storming into your territory, and I've occupied your capital. There is nothing indecisive about that, you idiots. Where do they get these ideas from? Really? Where? I'll send you over to occupy that and smash their faces in. That you can occupy by force. Then move on to the next place. Just finish up over here. Just storm your way in. I'll take one piece of land. And you guys can head back home and then disband. Because I'll have got what I wanted from you people. We lost that. For realsies. Despite the fact I outnumbered them by a significant margin. Honestly. That was a bit dumb, but whatever. We have the big army coming in now, so prepare to die. My half-brother needs an education. He can get thrift, I suppose. Thrift is just generally what I go for with people I do not care about. Let's march in, slaughter their army. My vassal inherited some territory. Our steward is dead. Oh. Need a new steward? Let's see. We have this one vassal who doesn't like us because he's not on the council. He'll be a malcontent, but he is a good steward. I suppose we should at least try to placate him. So, you can go work on that for me. Kill that army. And we can sacrifice our prisoner to Odin. Because why not? Take that. And now, stand our forces down. We have half-sister who needs an education. She can have a martial education. Yes, even though she's a woman. You are annoying, and I can't claim you in the normal way. I want to just conquer, but for Kola, I don't have that option. So, let's see here. Next thing I want to do probably is keep pushing into Finland. I'm going to want to deal with those guys at some point, but it's not very high on my list of priorities. Your heir. If I could plot to kill this guy, maybe that would reduce his military strength enough that he'd be easier to take on. As right now, we don't quite have the numerical power in terms of our forces to take him, even if we called all our vassals, probably. So, if I was to plot to kill you, not much chance of that actually succeeding, unfortunately. Next on that list is Finnmarku. I have no prisoners, unfortunately. Independence faction is back. Let's see. Plenty of titles I can create. No chance of another shipbuilder. Our tech is too low. Earth Hill Fort for increased levy size. That's 36 and a bit gold. I'm gonna start building these across my territories. Or at least in the ones I intend to keep. The centralized territory. Down near my capital region. I may have to plot to kill my half-brother, though, because I would love to inherit his lands. Her Jadal. Why does my son have lands, though? That's what I want to know. When did we give him this? And the borders of this are kind of horrific. Let me see. Yes, we'll kill our half-brother for now. But... plot to kill half-brother. Who can we get in on this? This guy is paranoid, so he won't talk about it. That would be nice. This guy... we'll have to pay him a little bit to convince him to get in on it. But he'll agree to join. Now we're up to 142% plot power, so my half-brother should die fairly easily. And we've still got up until August of the council being discontent. Let's hope that resolves itself. That stuff up there I have no interest in. Nerike, I'd consider. And Herjadal, I'll be keeping for my own, even if it is a little spread out from my own territories. My courtier died of consumption. Do not care. Who is Bertil Frodison, and do I care about them? Some commander of one of my subjects, apparently. And to answer the question, no, I don't care about them. I saw 4,500 men down there. Yeah, I think we'll hold off on declaring any wars. Goodbye, mother-in-law. Not really gonna miss you that much. And Finnmarkus decided they would like cola. Well, Finnmarku is not going to be independent for long. I plan to come after them. At some point or other, I think. For now, we're going to go up to the fastest speed and let time tick along while I make a bit of money. The Arm Wrestling Challenge. And the important warriors have gathered in the lodge tonight in order to celebrate a recent hunt. I have barely joined some of my friends in the festivities when Faste barges in, claiming that he's twice as strong as I am and challenging me to an arm wrestling match to prove it. Oh, you're so on. We sit in front of each other, preparing ourselves for the game, put our arms on the table while a third fighter holds our fists still. The crowd around us chants as a disjointed countdown and cheers as we start pushing against each other. The loud thud, I slam his fist against the table, earning a shower of cheers from the other warriors gathered around us. My opponent glares at me and mumbles something about accepting defeat as he rubs his hands. Yeah, we're not going to call him a weakling. I'd rather not insult the vassal who actually likes us and potentially duel him. Don't be so hard on yourself. We gain 10 renown. And as we were about to leave, we were approached by Sigurdr, one of our fellow warriors. Chatting for a while, she reveals to me she's been watching me for a while and finds me to be a very strong and attractive fighter. Oh-ho! We're married, but we don't actually think much of our wife, so I can totally see him doing this. Though it just says we'll fall in love with her. It's nothing about sleeping with her at this particular occasion, but I imagine that will follow up shortly. And the council is no longer discontent, so hooray for that. A member of the Wolf Warriors has been killed in a duel. One of the Earth Hill Forts. Our Earth Hill Forts have been built. We need 73 and a bit gold to upgrade to the next level. And if I remember right, we have to get it up to Stonehill Fort in order to be able to, in order that we can be able to convert ourselves to a feudal society. Vestiland. I'm not allowed to declare war on them, apparently. That's dumb. Our spy master is dead, so we need a new one. You'll do. And again, my spy master is one of our current character's father's old concubines. Which I just find so funny. Off to Constantinople to study technology with you. Have fun with that, and please don't get arrested and thrown in prison. That would be a bit awkward to explain back home. We have a truce until 8:01 with you. Those two are separate from each other. That guy is 3 territories. So, I think it's time for a bit more conquest. Hang on a second. I really should be doing some religious conversion, shouldn't I? Yeah. Get over to Lapland and convert them to my religion. Those filthy Sumanescos have no business existing in my empire. We need to make them proper Germanic pagans. Clearly. Now you... 1,874 men. A lot of you are worthless for the time being. But I have to declare my war before we call our levies. Finnmarku and Kola. I think we'll go for Kola first, because I want my land back, damn it. Do that, and get everyone ready to go. Everyone muster together there. And apparently I don't have enough commanders. Or for some reason some of them can't be used. What the hell? Fine, you take a commander position. Get up there and start smashing their faces in, please. Massive recruitment drive. My daughter needs an education focus. Stewardship it is then. Two of my vassals have just formed an alliance. Please bash their faces in. Thank you for the puppy. Hunter it is, then. And that kind of brings up something else that I've mention to a few people from time to time about the dogs. Our son is heir now. About the whole dog system. It's really nice and all, but one thing I kind of wish is that you could name them ourselves, like how you name characters, rather than choosing your names from a list. Not too fond of the choosing from a list thing. Let's see. We captured their leader in battle. Sacrificed to Odin. Should probably have made peace first, because now we can't. Let's get up into their territory and start occupationing it. Should not have done that. We're now losing money. I'll have to make this one quick, so that we can start gaining money back again. But there's 300 gold. I'll take that. Our spy master is dead. I need a new spy master. And this time our spy master, I don't think, ever slept with the previous ruler, so that'll make a nice difference, I would say. You hang out in Constantinople and steal their tech, and we're going to rank up in our society. From a fledgling to warrior. That will give us some more prestige every month, one more martial, a bit more personal combat skill, the Reaver ability. In sieging holdings, we have a greater chance to capture enemies and looting artifacts. We can give ourselves special commander traits, and summon a special lodge commander in the intrigue menu. Basically all good, as far as I'm concerned. Won that. And I am now promoted to being a warrior. Over into societies. Yes, we are a warrior. We can go up to veteran and even hero. I am loving this lodge system so far. I haven't managed to experience much of it, but I kind of like it thus far. So now, make peace. Get the crap out of their territories. And let's check this. I have 3 prisoners currently. Though I don't think we can lop the heads off of children if they're locked up in our dungeons, unfortunately. As nice as that would be to have the option to do. Tribal organization. This is going to miff off my vassals, but I want to get centralization up so we don't have to deal with the vassals secede upon ruler death nonsense that we had with Ragnar. There we go. Then, no centralization, please. Does the council not like that? Let me... I'll buy a couple of favors, I guess. One... I could buy one favor. And I'll be calling in my council support ASAP. Law approved. I'm sorry, why did my vassal limit go down? I don't understand. Oh. Centralizing reduces the vassal limit. I'm an idiot. Somehow I didn't realize that. Not sure. What the hell? Okay, you get out of there. Now we can stand down our levies. Over to religion. I need more of this stuff to be able to reform, but I have the moral authority. Yeah, fighting them is going to be necessary to reform the faith. That much I know for sure. Drop down to 4 speed from 5. I'm not going to be keeping these places, but I will build hill forts everywhere, so that they are getting ready to become feudal for whoever I give them to. These 2 places also. This is going to cost a lot of money, but eventually I do want to convert to being feudal. Just for a variety of reasons, including reasons and reasons and reasons. My threats have gone down to 1. The King of Novgorod wants to be betrothed to my daughter. Alright then. I'm okay with that. Now, form alliance. King of Novgorod wants an alliance. See, here's the thing. If I accept, he'll want to call me in to assist him. And I'm more interested in conquering all of Scandinavia than helping you conquer all of Russia. So, no. Piss off. And yes, our lover is pregnant. Hopefully we can persuade her husband rather, to be the real father. Persuade her father to be the real father? That's an unintended statement and a half, to be sure. But it is now the start of the Viking Age. Centralization of power in Scandinavia, along with a rapid population expansion, has begun to drive its denizens to look beyond the home shores in earnest. New developments in shipbuilding, an adventurous spirit, and a fearless belief in the gods are now taking Norse seafarers across the seas towards distant lands. They arrive as traders, raiders, and conquerors, and they call themselves Vikings, to new shores. Norse counties receive shipyards and increased shipbuilding technology, and characters of Germanic religion now get new casus belli. Okay. Nice. I'll check you again. 4,100. Total, it seems. I have 3,700 total. Probably with my vassals I could maybe take them on, but I don't really want to right now. Let's see. Can I declare war on you, Mr. Irishman? Sorry about that. My microphone muted itself for some reason. I only just noticed that it had happened. But I've got it unmuted now, but as I was saying, I think we're going to start our overseas campaign with an invasion of Ireland. But let me check something, just out of curiosity. I could potentially form the Kingdom of Ireland. I don't need to be Irish to do that, I don't think. But yes. There would be quite a few allies jumping in if I attacked you. No allies. I attacked you, so I'll attack this guy. Then we'll use that as kind of launching off point for an invasion of Ireland. Time to start working on the Irish, I think. I didn't actually check how many men they have. Let's do that. 1,200. So that's 3,500 can move in. You stand down. I'll raise some ships. Fleet levies. There's not enough navies there I can use to transport our men. And it doesn't appear we have any more available. I'm annoyed. First, you'll have to go over there. Don't have enough navy to transport 2,000 men to the shores of our enemy. That's very unfortunate. I may have to break down part of this army. That's 2,200. Let's disband you. We'll split... Oh, splitting them in half didn't do much. Narike. That's not held by me. Let's see, that's a levy of just one additional ship. Don't think it's going to work out. Unfortunately, and I don't have the money to afford mercenaries. Because there are some mercenary boats sitting around that we could use. This sort of thing. Wait, it's only 1,000 odd men. We can just attack. And they should be dead before too long. Our daughter is that person is an intricate web weaver. Didn't actually check if it's a daughter or not, but we should manage over there without too much trouble, I think. So I can send the fleet home now. The idiot who our mistress is married to thinks my child with her is his child. Well, he's a moron. No two ways about it. He is an absolute moron. First siege has been won. The wolf warriors want us to duel someone. Tidjamund the Whiner. Okay. But I have to wait until we win this war first. It should be over fairly soon. And once it is, we'll have a little foothold on Ireland that I can use to expand our territory over here. I can now stand down these men. Wrong type of holding. We have to give someone a city territory. My bastard half-brother would make for a good mayor, I think. Or priest, rather. He won't be able to actually do anything rebellious with that, so he can have the title. And from here on, we're going to expand into Ireland a bunch. But first, before I do that, we were asked to duel this guy. Let's do it. He's accepted our challenge to personal combat. It'll take place in the next few days. We lost the duel. Lovely. I get swollen wrist until October 801. Slight decrease to health, slight decrease to personal combat chance. our duel experience increases, and we gain some renown. That hurt. Hopefully they give us a duel we manage to do successfully next time around. I would like that. A successful duel. I can only raise one ship from our fleet levies over here in Ireland. That's what we need to work on next, in addition to conquering Ireland. Improving our shipyards so that we can field some more galleys and transport a larger number of troops over to our enemies whenever we have to fight overseas. We'll put one down there as well. Now, hypothetically speaking, we'd have to upgrade our hill fort again to move on towards that. Since the duel, we've been practicing Tujamund. We asked for pointers, and he's a good teacher and friend. There's no shame in acknowledging a worthy opponent. We both like each other more and gain budding friendship. Excellent. Now, some guy got exiled. Okay. If I wanted to go to war with you, not many men, and no allies. Yes, he would be absolutely perfect. No, I don't think we need those 8 men along for the ride. Raise fleets. We can get 2,200 men on those boats. So these guys can head on over, and then they come back and pick up the rest afterwards. And some idiot has sent a Catholic preacher to our lands. From the King of Pictland. I hope you like being in the dungeon, because that's where you're gonna hang out. And I'll be sacrificing you soon. And Uncle, you're getting fat. Search for the artifact, please. Now, my men arrive. And actually, I don't think we need these other levies. They can stay unraised as we move in and take over there. Wife is pregnant, and we accumulate yet more territories for our growing empire. In Ireland this time. Maybe I'll become King of Ireland before I become King of Sweden. Wouldn't that be ironic? Speaking of, we have one too many territories and I need to give one away. So let's see who would be good to hand over some land to. No one who already has any, that's for certain. Let's see, do you have anyone in your court I could give this to? Yeah, you're Stuart. There you go. Have some land. And I'm going to continue pushing our campaign into Ireland. And in the future. Wait, where do I have raised army levies? That was odd. He has allies that we would have to fight, so I'll put that off for now. And yes, it's because of the people I'd have to fight at home that I'm deciding to attack overseas instead. Let's try and lose Chaste. I did not lose Chaste. I am disappointed. I will assign you a new guardian now. Me. Let's see if that doesn't help you. With becoming a bit better at the whole martial thing. Because you're gonna need that with the whole pagan thing. Dog, please stop randomly going into a rage like that. Oh, that truce will be expiring soon. I'll be able to go after him. That's very excellent. Settle Iceland. I don't have the wealth I need for that, unfortunately. As I spent a bunch of it on things. Now. Realm size equal to or greater than 35. What's my realm size at right now, though? How do I would love it if it said that somewhere, rather than me having to count my territories I hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let's start from here just so I make sure I get it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So if I just keep working on it, I should get enough territories in my realm that I can create my own kingdom. Once I get to that point, I'll have to wait enough to make the money, though. Since apparently as a pagan you can't borrow money from the Jews, which I find incredibly strange. But still, what you gonna do? And it's a way to establish a kingdom, so I can keep everything in the same realm. from the start, and that's definitely something I want to do. Although we'll have to deal with that vassal nonsense at some stage. Oh, Jillian there just absolutely collapsed. A bunch of these little territories just split away from them. At the very least, these two down here need to be brought into the realm. Let's see. Subjugation? And I can't subjugate them. Great. Why not? There's no glory. We're already fighting another war. Come on. What about you? Can I subjugate them? The council doesn't like it. I can't buy a favor because they cost too damn much. Our forces over here. Stand the frick down. Then I'll march into their lands and crush them. I suppose we'll have to wait on going after those guys. But this is definitely too good a chance to pass up to just get some territory and weaken our asshole neighbors slash rivals both in one go. Fellow member of the Wolf Warriors just bought the farm. Murder his face. Calling people into the war. I'll call a few in myself. I think just to make this go by a bit faster. 3 or 4 ought to do us. He's going to decline because he's a bastard. There. We'll call those guys in. Now, go murder their faces, please. And marriage, go now. %49 there. And the other person we were going to attack has been called in, it would seem. That's a 72%er. We'll have to finish this one relatively quickly. And again, no, I am not going to do that. I'm not going to form an alliance with you. Stop bloody asking. They're not interested. We'll have to finish up these fellows down here, I think. It's going to be the next thing. Oh, that's not who jumped into the war. I am a dum-dum. Going to have to send my men down to take the rest of their territory. Over here, in mainland Denmark, or peasant revolt. I'll get back to that in a second. There we go. Now let's see what that actually gives us. We actually got both, including the thing down there. So I can just tear through these morons now. This is going to be so great. Jylland should not have fucked with me, because now they're just falling to pieces, and I'll be able to go kingdom on them fairly soon, I think. That army needs to be made dead, though. They aren't dead enough. Not even close. And a bunch of people are joining a defensive pact against me. I'm going to lower the game speed down to 3 now. They want me to duel this guy. I probably won't be able to do that right now, because we're technically at war. Called it. Even though it's a peasant uprising and not an actual formal war, I suppose it still counts, according to the game mechanics, which, I just have to mention this. Some people might not agree with it, but I actually quite like that peasant uprisings count as wars now. Unlike how it was before Old Gods, where a peasant uprising was just a rebel stack spawns on a province. I kind of like how they're revolts now, and they actually have characters associated with them, and it actually has a stated goal. I just think that makes it much more interesting than just peasant uprising, go squish it. Even if you could argue it still kind of is that, it's just more interesting as it is right now. Now, let's duel. And I'll just sit around and wait for our money to recover so I can go to war again. And we'll get those guys out of it. I apparently got wounded, but my experience increases. I'm also stressed. We still haven't managed to kill the younger brother, though. And is plot power going down on this? Looks like it. We get a budding friendship with him. I'll go back up to max speed just so we can get through having our money replenish a bit faster. Someone take care and send the court physician to take care of my son. And now, more tech progress. People are leaving the defensive pact. continue on regaining cash as more people leave our defensive pact. And we are no longer stressed. Hooray for dogs getting rid of stress. My son has become a brilliant strategist. That's right, my son is one of our vassals. Though with a very weird distribution of territories. Now, let's check one other thing. Yeah, the king of Jilin there doesn't have a lot of forces right now. So I think fairly soon we're going to start a war against him. A lot of his stuff has splintered and broken away, so we can use this opportunity to take it all. And then I'll be able to create Sweden, and from there, Scandinavia. Truce with Finnmark is due to expire soon. Steady progress on the artifact. It took him bloody long enough. It really did. They want us to duel someone else. We've not had much luck with duels so far. I hope this one is different. It's possible to rank up in the society. And become a veteran. Yes, rank us up. We're also going to duel her. And we actually win this time. The sun is beginning to set when I meet with High Chiefess Grizze. My spear ready. After she vigorously dodges one attack, my next one lands perfectly. Frantically, the woman attempts to cover her injured face, for they have rarely seen so much blood. So, the question is this. Do we kill her or not? Let's check in the society. It says nothing about killing her. So I will just walk away victorious and we'll be magnanimous in victory and not cut her head off or anything. Or stab her in the heart or whatever. I walk away victorious. Some dual progress and a bit of prestige. And we've started to become friends with her, as well as advancing to being a veteran. We are becoming quite the badass. Now I need 2,000 renown to level up again. That shouldn't take us overly long, actually. Where is this? One of our subjects, our steward actually, has declared a subjugation war on this guy. Our realm is about to inherit some more lands. And soon enough, actually, I think we're going to go after them ourselves. In addition to going after this guy. I could do that one right now, but Jylland itself, I think subjugating them is something I'm more interested in doing. I could just dogpile in on top of everybody else. Apparently I have no subjugation casus belli against them. I don't know why. They have lands that are part of Sweden proper, so I should have one. I would love to know why I don't. Maybe I do have to take them and them first. I'm not against the idea. And Svipjod itself is pretty fragmented and separated, so I can just take them piecemeal at this moment in time. And I'm going to do that. First of all, subjugation against this idiot. We can't declare a second war at the same time because of these stupid idiots who think because we're at war with someone else, we shouldn't start a second one. And despite the fact that I would quite obviously raffle stomp them with ease if we did. Morons. $19, $17. My daughter needs a focus. She's good on intrigue, so give her that. Scar has healed, and we have become grievously scarred. So I'm even more scarred. Excellent. Just what you want, right? Although, as a pagan ruler, that might actually be just what you want. You never know. They probably like scars, because it shows people how much of a badass you are. That war has ended, and we have inherited that bit of land. Kingdom of Lapland? The hell is that? Don't know, but we could create the Kingdom of Sweden, but I need 128 gold for that, so we'd be waiting a while to get the gold we would need. And we're back in defensive pact territory, because 7% threat. I'll have to wait before I declare my war on Moray there. But I'm gonna keep on expanding. Gillen's collapse was just an absolute boon to me, and I will be quite ruthlessly exploiting it. But what's up with France? They're going to have Gavelkind, so they'll be going down fairly soonish, hopefully, in terms of becoming really weak. And everyone is joining that bloody defensive pact. I'll have to do something about that soon. 2 gold. It's not much, but it does make me no long. Oh. We're apparently being looted over in Ireland by Munster. Everyone's joining the defensive pact, but it's also decaying, so that should go away in time. I just have to give it a little while to decay, rather than jumping straight into declaring another aggressive war. Our subject got the region they were after. So, hypothetically speaking, I don't have what I need in terms of realm size. Not yet, anyways. We're getting quite large. Soon enough, I will be able to do that. Important warriors at the lodge. Arm wrestling time. And we are going to cheat a little bit. We might not be strong enough. Sneakily slide our elbows. Try to increase our chances by cheating. Oh yeah. With a loud thud, I slam his fist against the table, earning a shower of cheers from the other warriors. The opponent glares at me and mutters something about accepting defeat. Now, don't be too hard on myself. I'll be a gallant winner even though I did cheat a little bit. And 1st of January, 8:05. I think this makes for a good ending point, actually, for this particular live stream. So, I am going to call it here. I think things went pretty well, especially considering how bad the whole situation I was in at the start was, with the pain-in-the-ass regency. Now we have a pretty good king here, and I didn't have to fight a succession war. Not to mention, soon enough, if I manage to save up enough money, I will be crowning myself as the King of Sweden. As well as that, annexing all of Finland and Norway. Since our immediate rivals just collapsed, I am going to be taking advantage of that. So, I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you want to catch me streaming again, I usually can be found doing this on Saturdays and Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, or thereabouts. And if you happen to miss one of my streams and want to find the VODs, or just want to see it in higher video quality, then you can check out my YouTube channel where I upload an edited version of it with better audio in 1080p. Link to that down in the doobly-doo. Anyways, I'll catch you next time. So long for now, everyone. Ta-ta!